What's going on? Welcome again to SPN Lineups featuring Philly D and Steve, the Fantasy Assassin. Check us out on Twitter at SPN Lineups and on Facebook and Instagram at No Limit Fantasy Sports. Check out Crypto Fantasy Sports. Today we're talking NHL. We have our very own free roll on CryptoFantasySports.com where we give away $10 every day in no limit coin to the winner. You have to have the player we'll be naming later in the show. That tournament is called the SPN Lineup Special. Last night we had a winner, DJ Ole. Ole your NLC2 address this way so you can get your prize. Check out CryptoFantasySports.com and all the links below. Sign up using that link for exclusive bonuses. Steve, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good this morning. I'm guessing maybe you're not in that camp, but I can take it over from here. We'll get us started with what happened last night.
Let's do it.
We pretty much saw the favorites take care of business last night. No hugely surprising scorelines. Eric Staal had 2 goals as Minnesota beat the Rangers 4-1, giving New York their 6th loss in a row and 13th in their last 16 games. Ouch. Doesn't seem to be turning around anytime soon for the Rangers. They even sent Michael Grabner to the Devils in a historic first ever trade between the two franchises. The Pens really took care of business in Carolina to the tune of 6-1, and it was the stack Yins wanted in your lineup last night. Phil Kessel, Evgeny Malkin, and Jake Gensel all posted 3 points, and Matt Murray turned aside 27 shots for his 23rd win of the year. It's been a long time since Kessel's gotten back on the board, and we told you a couple days ago in the Slump Buster, but he came back in a big way tonight, 2 goals and an assist. Connor Hellebuck, he made 34 saves as the Jets blanked the Blues 4-0 in St. Louis. Their hulking wingers, Patrick Laine and Blake Wheeler, they both scored on just laser shots. And the 19-year-old Laine only needs 1 more for 30 goals on the season. So Winnipeg's now won 4 of their last 5, and they're going to head into Dallas tonight. And they usually play a pretty tight game on their second of a back-to-back. So combine that with Dallas being part of 2-0 scores in the last 2 times out, and I'd probably take the under on that one. The Blackhawks beat the Sharks 3-1 thanks to their goalie Jean-Francois Berube, who made 42 saves in his first ever Blackhawks start to get the win. Jan Ruta and Nick Schmaltz had 2 points each, and yesterday's value pick Artem Anisimov added a goal. Finally, out in Vegas, the Golden Knights stretched out their NHL lead with a win over the Canucks 6-3. Big nights for their top guys, which we spoke about a lot in yesterday's show. Riley Smith, he had 3 assists, and Jonathan Marchessault had a goal and an assist to ensure they keep their spot on the next hot list. Though the first star of the night was definitely William Karlsson. He had 2 goals and an assist. We start early today, so let's send you over to Philly to get us caught up.
We got 12 games today. Huge slate. The games are starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. We got Pittsburgh, Carolina, Winnipeg, and Chicago on a back-to-back. Just 2 games this afternoon. Philly and Ottawa. You know my thoughts on Ottawa. Colorado at Calgary. We have Boston at Toronto. Maybe a little Eastern Conference Final preview. Tampa Bay getting to face Montreal. Buffalo at Washington. Carolina at Detroit. A sneaky game. Possibly have a lot of scoring. Steve, who's hot, buddy?
Well, definitely Evgeny Malkin is hot. He's got 13 goals and 24 points in his last 12 games. So, I mean, he's been averaging 2 points a game for the whole last month. Definitely worth the price tag, up against a Panthers team with the 6th worst defense in the league. Sean Couturier, he comes in at 6,900 for the Flyers. They're riding high lately. The Flyers are 8-0-2 in their last 10. And in that span, Couturier's got 11 points. And he's got a point in at least 7 of his last 8 games. And you all know about Taylor Hall. He's going for his 21st game in a row with a point, and I've run out of things to tell you about Taylor Hall's point streak, so just get him in your lineup. And Claude Giroux, 6,800. He added 2 points in last time out against Columbus. Now he has 72 on the year, and he's just off the pace for a 100-point season. Nikita Kucherov over at right wing, $8,000. Your NHL points leader's got 80. He's still a healthy margin ahead of second place Malkin. A great matchup tonight against a Habs team that have lost 6 of their last 7. And the only win in that stretch was against the Rangers, so it's not like it even counts. Blake Wheeler, we talked about him before. 15 points in the last 10 games. And at 6'5" with deceptive speed and that laser shot I was telling you about, he really is the whole package. He's on pace for a 95-point year, which would be a huge jump over his previous career high of 78. And the Ghost Bear. We love the Ghost Bear. Back-to-back 2-point games, so he's now got 16 points in the last 11 games since the All-Star break. These are like Bobby Orr type numbers. His price tag's starting to creep up, but it's still way less than Brent Burns, so get him in the lineup. Dougie Hamilton, $5,700 for Calgary. He has 5 goals and 4 assists in his last 5 games, and no pun intended, but he's catching fire for the Flames. Dustin Byfuglien, $5,400, Winnipeg. After I cautioned you yesterday about his lack of points on away slates, he went ahead and got an assist, so that's alright. He's got 11 points in his last 10 games, 4 of them on the power play. He's getting hot at the right time for the Jets. In goal, Ryan Miller, Old Man Miller. A hefty price tag for him tonight, but he hasn't allowed a goal in his last 2 times out. And in general, the Ducks have been playing really good defense lately. So Anaheim heads out to Arizona tonight to take on the last place Coyotes. But they have won 4 of their last 5, so keep that in mind. Philly, who you got for the Slump Buster today?
Last night's Slump Buster, Sebastian Aho, picked up an assist on the only goal for the Canes in a game against the Penguins they'd probably like to forget. But he did end his 3-game pointless streak. Tonight, a little bit of a similar story. We have Josh Bailey for the Isles, left wing. He just signed a $30 million contract and is without a point in his last 3 games. Look for him to get back on the scoreboard tonight against New Jersey. Back over to you, Steve. Give us those value picks, buddy.
We got a lot of value picks for you tonight, so I'll just get started. At center, we have Matthew Perreault, $5,000 for Winnipeg. Nolan Patrick, $4,500 for Philly. Brian Little, $4,400 for Winnipeg. Tyler Bozak, $4,400 for Toronto. Zach Aston Reese, $4,400 for Pittsburgh. Ryan Strome, $3,700 for Edmonton. And rookie Tyson Jost, $3,300 for Colorado. Over on left wing, we've got Henrik Zetterberg, $4,900 for Detroit, Jacob Silfverberg, $4,900 for Anaheim, and then Justin Abdelkader, $3,100 for Detroit. On the right wing, more Detroit, Anthony Mantha, $5,000, Jordan Eberle, $5,000 from the Isles, and then we told you about Michael Grabner. He should be making his debut with New Jersey for $3,700. That's a pretty good price tag for him. On defense, Oli Mata's having a really good stretch games lately. $3,600 for Pittsburgh. Steven Johns, $3,600 for Dallas. Talked about Kevin Connaughton before. He's back playing pretty well and only $3,100 for Arizona. Thomas Chabot, $3,100 for Ottawa. Will Butcher, $3,100 for New Jersey. Thomas Hickey, $3,000. I put the wrong team in there, but he plays for the Isles. Goalie, we got Anton Forsberg, $7,200 for Chicago. Take a look. He should be starting in goal tonight with Berube getting the start last night. And the same thing for Michael Hutchinson. Hellebuck got the shutout for the Jets last night, so you would assume that they'd go back with Hutchinson tonight, but just check it before you throw him in the lineups. But great pick at $7,000 today. So Philly, who you got for the SPN Lineups Player of the Day?
Today's Player of the Day, make sure to get him in your SPN Lineup Special Tournament roster for your chance at winning $10 in No Limit Coin. Today's Player of the Day, left wing for Detroit, $4,900, Henrik Zetterberg. Get him in your lineup. Check out Crypto Fantasy Sports. Check out SPN Lineups on Twitter. for the injuries, news, and updates. Videos are on Facebook and Instagram at No Limit Fantasy Sports. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. I think that about does it for us, Steve. Everybody?
I think so too. Enjoy the games today, and we will see you guys tomorrow.